Well, I'm on the farm today and it is hot. Not as hot as it was yesterday. The day before might have been a touch cooler, but we've had temperatures in the upper 90s, which is pretty toasty for these mountains here in Virginia. And we get temperatures like that every so often in the summer. Nothing new there. And got the Massey Ferguson 1105 out here, and I've been doing some maintenance and just trying to get ready for a second cutting of hay, which doesn't look like it's ever going to happen because every time I turn around there's thunderclouds. But I thought since the heat is bearing down, I'd crank up the big Massey here and check out the AC on it and see what kind of cooling it's doing. It does a good job, but I've never really measured the temperature, and it's cool enough for me in the cab. I can't say though that I've ever ran it when it's like 95 degrees outside, but I got just a cheap digital thermometer here, and it's showing 88 degrees. Let me get up here in the cab. And I'm just going to set that thing right here. It's probably a lot hotter than that in here. So the Massey's got AC that actually works, and I've got a digital, not a digital, but an analog thermometer that you stick up in the vents. But I loathe this thing because the writing is so small I can't hardly read it. And but right now it's showing, if I'm reading it, it's showing it's like 98 here in the cab. It's pretty toasty in here, and I'm sure the sun has been on it. But I thought what I'd do is I would crank this Massey up, and I got another thermometer. Let me get this thing started, and right there's the AC controls. Now let me get this thing started, and I'll put the AC on and see what I got. It's already changed to 90 degrees in here. So I got the thing going, and right here's the blower, and I got it turned all the way cold. I'm just going to put it on low. Just let it run here just a little bit. And I've got something else out here I'll show you. So I looked for a fancy digital clip-on thermometer to put in these vents, and I really couldn't find anything. All the local AutoZone, the stores like that, this is all they had. So I thought, well, maybe down in the where the pots and pans are at Walmart, I could pick up one of these thermometers that you stick into a piece of meat or a cake or a pie, I don't know, and then what I could do is I could have a little bigger display to read from, and poke this guy up in the vents up there, and have this thing sitting down here where I can kind of see what's going on. And the way this one's made, you're supposed to be able to stick it in the oven and then read whatever you got out here. But for this application, I'm sure they thought of this when they made this cord. I can put it in up here, and hopefully it won't fall out. My vents don't exactly hold themselves tight. Let me make a quick fix on that. So what I've done here is I've jammed a piece of paper in here, kind of hold that thing. Hoping I can get that guy to go up in there. Be a disaster if it fell out up inside that thing. Seems to be holding. Now, got to turn this thing on. I'm definitely getting cool air out of the AC. Well, right now it's saying 76 degrees. $95 in the can. Now what I've read is, so this Massey right here was originally R12 and it was converted to R134, and then I had it rebuilt. So I had it rebuilt so that new compressor and everything here that I'm working with. And but supposedly the differential between the ambient and with an R134 conversion, it's not as efficient as R12. You're lucky to get 20-degree differential between outside and inside. So we're just going to let it run here. I'm going to kick my RPMs up just a little bit. Not full out, and I got the blower on low, so it's come down to 67. I'll kick the air up a little bit more. I can tell you already from a comfort standpoint, just the cool air blowing out on me actually feels pretty good. Now I'm down to 66. That says 96. Obviously that's going to come down on the inside of the cab here. About 88 degrees outside. 86 to 88 degrees. So right now I'm at about a 20-degree differential. The temperature coming off there is about 66 degrees. And it might be I could put some more 134A. Some people charge your air conditioning to the vent temperature and they'll add until the temperature stops dropping. My preference is to weigh in the refrigerant to the proper charge. Let me let this thing run for a little bit. I think it has to equalize some, and we'll see what we got. Alright, so I've let things run for about 10 minutes or so. This thermometer here in the shade is showing 89 degrees. Let's go over and see what I got inside the cab of the Massey. $59 degrees. This number over here is like the set points you want for, like if you were cooking something in your oven, to 450. But 59 degrees, 89 to 59, that's a 30 degree differential from the ambient. Not too bad for an old tractor. That's how we stay cool in the Massey Ferguson 1105. I could probably drive it down a little lower, but I don't want And I want to get to a spot where I've got my system overcharged. And it may go lower anyway once I start moving, like let's say I'm cutting hay, because then I got some airflow across the condenser in the front of the tractor. And but this is working just fine. It's comfortable in here. The sun's blaring down on this tractor, and I like it. I highly recommend a cool cab. Massey Ferguson 1105. Got the AC bringing the temperature down at least 30 degrees. 59 degrees in here. Hoping we can cut some hay soon. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. We'll talk to you later.